Imagine waking up in a room with doors on every side. Each door leads to a different life. One leads to wealth, one to love, one to obscurity, one to power, one to a quiet, ordinary existence. There is no lock, no guard, no rule forcing you to choose any particular door. You are completely free, and for some reason you can't move. We are taught to believe that freedom is the highest good, that more options mean a better life. That choice is empowerment. But many philosophers have suspected the opposite, that absolute freedom may not liberate us at all, but quietly paralyze us. Imagine being born without a script, no predefined role, no given purpose, no instructions. Nothing tells you who to be. This is the kind of freedom existentialist philosophers had in mind. Jean-Paul Sartre described it by saying that human beings are condemned to be free. This is not freedom as comfort. It is freedom as burden. To be free in this sense means that you did not choose to exist, but you are responsible for what you do with that existence. There is no authority you can ultimately appeal to, no destiny to blame, no final excuse. Now imagine sitting down at a restaurant with an unlimited menu. Every dish imaginable is available. At first, this feels empowering, but the longer you look, the harder it becomes to choose. What if you choose wrong? What if another option would have been better? Eventually, you stop enjoying the freedom and start fearing it. Here, the paradox begins to appear. Freedom creates possibility. Possibility creates responsibility. And responsibility creates anxiety. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff. You are not afraid of falling. You are afraid of the fact that you could jump. Nothing forces you. Nothing stops you. The anxiety does not come from danger. It comes from freedom. Soren Kierkegaard described this as dizziness. Not the fear of something happening, but the realization that you are capable of making it happen. Freedom reveals the terrifying extent of your agency. Now imagine the opposite scenario. A life where your role is defined. Your values are inherited. Your future is largely decided. You lose freedom, but you gain certainty. Many people find this comforting. Jean-Paul Sartre called this bad faith. Not simply lying, but pretending that you are less free than you actually are. Blaming society, blaming nature, blaming your past. Anything that allows you to say, "I had no real choice." Today, freedom rarely looks like endless doors. It looks like infinite content, infinite lifestyles, infinite identities. You can be anything, but you must also choose what to be. And if your life feels empty, there is no one left to blame. This is where freedom becomes exhausting. When everything is possible, every failure feels personal. Freedom promises fulfillment, but delivers pressure. Now imagine discovering that every choice you make is determined by biology, by psychology, by environment. Suddenly, the weight lifts. If your actions were inevitable, then guilt, regret, and responsibility lose their force. This is why determinism is attractive, not because it is hopeful, but because it is relieving. If freedom disappears, so does blame, but so does meaning. Imagine living as a passenger in your own life. Things happen, choices occur, but none of them are truly yours. Responsibility fades, but so does authorship. You are no longer the writer of your life, only a character. Complete freedom overwhelms us. Complete determinism empties us. We seem trapped between two extremes. Too much freedom, and we collapse under responsibility. Too little, and nothing feels earned. The paradox is not solved. It is lived. Philosophy does not remove the burden of freedom. It clarifies it. You may never find certainty. You may never know whether you chose correctly, but you are choosing nonetheless. And perhaps that is the uncomfortable truth at the center of human existence. Freedom is not something we simply enjoy. It is something we endure. And what we become is shaped not by the absence of limits, but by how we respond to the weight of having no final excuse. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you disagree with anything or think something important was missed, I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you next time.